ako. Ayun, good morning, guys. Hello, Jojo and Paulo. Si Roy kasi has an emergency meeting, pero he will catch up. Pero he's watching right now, actually. Honestly, with trying. May nag-echo yata na song. Hello, Paulo. Good morning, sir. Emergency meeting, pero he will catch up. Pero he's watching right now. Nag-reverb yung audio ng isa sa atin dyan. Okay, show natin itong, si Kaibigang Puno, our guest yesterday. Hello. Hello, thank you. At, si Silver Belen, si Idol Silver. Ayan. Under yan ng Bowfinger Records, sir? Recording artist ng Bowfinger. Sige, so, babati muna ating, we have already two here. Si Jim Bergen, titignan ko lang i-chat niya. Okay. Okay, because he's in the US So medyo nagkalituhan lang sa araw. Alam mo, late sila Pero he's okay. He will log in in just a bit. Yan ang problema ng ating mga pag nasa ibang lugar. So can you guys bati muna tayo sa ating mga people who are watching now and so excited about what's happening or what's gonna happen today. Ayan. Siyempre, alphabetical na lang tayo. Pareho naman pero Acosta, then Almaden.
Yes, Almaden.
Dalawang B nga dalawang B. Dalawang A, dalawang B na family names. So talagang the 18 tsaka ano to A and B ang pinakamababa. So, sige sir. Si Coach Jojo will be the first.
Yes. Hi everyone. Hi to all listeners of Edge Radio. Hi to Paulo, to one of my co-panelists, and to my upcoming panelists. Hi, Bro Raymond. Thanks for having me here. Good morning.
Thank you then for finding time for this, and of course si Paulo. Yeah, Sir Paulo.
Good morning. Thank you, Raymond, for inviting me. Hi, I also invited mga tao sa Hindi Pinoy Music. So, medyo maaga, pero I'm sure they will catch up later. So, excited ako for our episode for today. So, yan, maraming pwedeng pag-usapan. So, I'm looking forward.
Thank you. At saka nag-post din ako. Actually, link, sinare ko na rin doon sa Hindi Pinoy Music para i-click na lang nila. Talagang spoon-fed lahat ngayon.
Correct.
Well, kasi naman, the competition online has really gone tougher. Dati, it's so hard to get to be viral on social media.
Yes.
Diba? How much more ngayon? Although everybody is online, but everybody now is talking, everybody is boosting, everybody is going online. So, ayan, disrupt tayo We were talking about disruption, disruptive ads, disruptive, kung ano-anong disruptive marketing, dinisrupt tayo ng COVID-19. And we were all talaga taken aback. Pero I'm sure, very powerful naman yung mga stories ninyo. Tama-tama kasi ito mismo yung after 3 months, no? Although it's not really getting positive, no? Dumadami ang positive actually. Medyo negative, dumadami ang positive. Kaya naka-chat ko lang yung Quezon, Tagalucena. Ibig sa kumunti doon, dumami. So I think this will be prolonged, pero of course, hindi naman tayo pwedeng i-lockdown na lang na walang ginagawa. Thank God for technology.
Right.
So, today we'll be talking about mga out-of-the-box steps, strategies, at saka how to reinvent yourself, brand yourself, and of course, yung maganda yung kay Paulo how to effectively market yourself without short-changing yourself. Yan, maraming artists, yan ang problema. Kaya nga, kailangan may mga managers. So now, Jim, actually, it's getting late sa kanila ngayon because I think we have an 8-hour difference. Can Can I put you in? Ayun, Jim Burger. Hello, sir.
Hey, what's going on, sir?
Yeah, we had almost a miscommunication, like
Yeah,
12-hour difference or 1 day difference in pay.
absolutely. You said on the 13th. It's still the 12th here.
Oh yes, all right. I didn't. Sorry. I didn't. It's my first time to really go live with somebody on the other side of the planet. So I'm sorry.
That's
Good
okay.
thing
I'm
you're.
excited to be here.
Yeah, good thing you're such a trooper. So we have an exciting a couple of hours. It's just really not really long because the people on the net are really so rushing. Nowadays, prolonged videos, etc., are a no-no in social media, especially on Facebook. In YouTube, you can get away with that. Well, by the way, we are also live streaming on our YouTube channel, which I have reactivated recently. Kasi because StreamYard allows us to go simultaneous streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So that's really neat. My LinkedIn hasn't been working that much yet, but soon we will be going to that. And the good thing is we can this is cross posted to our 4 Facebook pages: Edge TV Central Luzon, Edge TV Radio Calabarzon. Also in Kamsur, we have a registration done, and also in here, HTV Philippines. Okay, so I think signal in the Philippines. I don't know, Jim. By the way, our 2 panelists already made their greetings. So how about you? I know it's evening there. What time is it there, by the way, Jim?
It is 10:12 in the evening.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna go late tonight.
Hey, listen, if it's all for helping people get better and do more, I'm all for it, man.
At least we will be a bit accurate. I will be a bit accurate. You will go all the way to the 13th. June 13th.
We'll see, right? I'll make it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's do your shout outs now or greetings. Good evenings.
Good evenings. Well, hello everybody. My name is Jim Burgoon. I am with the Everyday Leader. My whole mission in life is to help Christian entrepreneurs launch their service-based business, launch and grow. One of the things that God has really put on my heart is there's a mission for me and my wife, and that is to change the financial landscape of 1 million Christian families to become fully funded. We want to see people go from I don't have money to where do I sign so that they can live out their purpose in the kingdom of God. And we see all the initiatives, homeless, schools, and all that stuff fully funded because people are stepping up out into the business that God put on their hearts. So,
all right. So,
yes.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, I was very excited.
Yeah, it's morning here.
It's very exciting.
It's morning here.
It's not morning here. It is evening here. But quick, just shout out to all you guys who are watching, because so honored to be with you guys, because this is for you to change your life and to change what you're doing so that you can go farther and not be scared of tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. So as I announced, by the way, we'd like to thank Roy Bato, one of the panelists, but unfortunately he has an urgent client call. He's somewhere in Makati in the concrete jungle. But he's actually watching now. Thank you for sponsoring. This is actually a paid StreamYard platform. So, because one of the people I was chatting with last night said, "Oh, you're using StreamYard, but how come there's no branding?" Yeah, because it's a paid version. Thank you, Roy Bato, our general manager for Edge TV Central Luzon, and he has also a lot of other media outlets. He has a radio station. He has an online TV network. Okay, so but later on, hopefully he can catch up because he's going to talk about technology and business and the online thing. He's one of the pioneers from the broadcast side, migrating to the online media platforms. Okay, so without further ado, we will be having our first, because I said, Jim, if you noticed in my announcements, it will be alphabetical order because I don't know who to start with. So just to be fair to everybody, Anyway, it's two A's and two B's
Mm.
today. So this is here at, yeah, our artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs, creators, so that we cannot just, go just accept what is happening. Well, we have to accept, but we have not to take it sitting down. Okay. So we got Jojo Acosta first on the list. So, by the way, if you want to share your screen, just let me know, Jim and Paolo. Okay, so we got here Jojo Acosta, Coach Jojo.
Yes, hi. Hi,
Wait, wait,
everyone.
wait, sorry, sorry. I have to. Well, I'm seeing. My eyes are playing tricks on me.
Hi, this is Coach Jojo. I'm offering customized voice lessons here and abroad. And when this lockdown, uh, before this lockdown, strictly I'm doing face-to-face voice lessons with my students. And I realize this stay where you are by the authorities just came up. And oh, what will happen? So I'm not, I'm worrying about the income expenses that will occur, and the boredom soon. And I just realized that how will I keep my passion alive as a mentor or as a teacher? And I don't believe in online thing, because face to face for me is really really effective compared to doing online with those glitches or with these challenges, like the signal in the Philippines. It's not really good. So when I had a online lessons with one of my students in Dubai, it's really hard for me. It's tiring when it comes in teaching, because the connection is unstable. Most of the time, it's unstable. So that's why I don't really I don't believe in online teaching that time. But when this pandemic arise, I realized that I have to deal with the present situation. So how can I pay my staff? How can I eat with my family again? and the boredom that will occur soon. Of course, having with my family is a great thing, but sooner or later that will be a boring moment inside our houses. So how will I keep my passion alive? So I've tried this online thing. A student of mine from Hong Kong just messaged me, Coach, this is the best time to teach, because everyone's stuck at home. So everyone, they stay where they are. So it's total lockdown. Everyone will be boring with this moment. So you have to offer online. So my sister is a soul funk jazz artist in States, designed me a poster. So that poster is it's all about wherever you are in the world. So even there's plenty of challenges, I ask my family members, we have to be brave. We have to be loving, creative, and connecting. So my sister just launched that poster. Then I realized there are plenty of inquiries here and abroad. So I started my online lessons with these challenges. with my present students. Then it came up. I discovered how to deal with these challenges. So I'm not a techie guy, but my kids, my wife supported me how to deal with it. Then it went well, and I realized that this COVID-19 gave me another industry. Before, I don't believe in online teaching, but with this present situation, we have to be brave, but loving, creative, and connecting. So I connected with all my students. Some of my students really don't believe in online because of this unstable connection. But when they saw my post that I have plenty of students here and abroad, from Illinois, from Florida, from Japan, from Tuguegarao, here in the Philippines, from Bacolod, from General Santos, from here and abroad, they realized, oh, maybe the online session with Coach George is working. So when we are talking about sustainability, so I have to sustain my income because I'm supporting staff with this business. I have to also support my family. So when this poster launch here and abroad, oh my God, there are plenty of inquiries. Then, but here's the problem. I'm not a techie guy. So my wife is always telling me, work with what is given. I don't have a good place, good location where there's better lighting, better internet connection, better, So it's a representation here and abroad. I have to represent myself with those good sound, with those location. Right now, I'm using my laundry room. So everyone is laughing when I'm showing them my flat iron, my hangers, the laundry bags. I'm inside my laundry room. That's because that's the only room that I can use without any. I live nearby the road, the main road of Katipunan here in Manila. So the sound right now, the sound is really not good. But if I'm inside my laundry room, it's really wow. I can only hear myself, and I can't hear the outside traffic or outside problems or noise. So I'm working with what is given. I only have a low Mbps connection. So dealing with this challenges again with the connection, I just discovered plenty of things how to deal with my students, waving my hands or waving their hands if the connection is unstable. If the connection is stable, just show this gesture or this warning that the connection is already okay. When I ask them, how many Mbps do you have? They're telling me 100 Mbps to 100 Mbps. Oh my God! So that's why my connection is not really okay. So for 1 week, it made me really difficult. And I used to teach 15 students a day, but for these challenges, it really made me tired of teaching because I'm keep on waiting, and I'm not patient. The patience is not really there. But when I realize I have to go with the flow and recreate. I discovered things that will overcome these challenges. I should adapt. I should be flexible. So before this lockdown, it so happened that I have this ant principle, in Tagalog langgam, preparing for rainy days principle. So of course we are always saving money if this will come, this kind of situation will come. And I think it's also a good thing that we should have social networking. This is regarding connecting. We should be nice to each and everyone. We have to keep in touch. We have to have good relationship. We have to be nice with all my parents, students, suppliers, staff, and future students. So definitely, it's really COVID gave me another job. Even the pandemic is still here. So I realized with my studio base here in Katipunan, right in front of Ateneo, I'm still renting the place, but I realized how can I support the rental, everything, my staff. I'm still paying the rental. I'm still paying my staff because I believe this will be over soon. And I believe there are plenty of pharmaceuticals working on the vaccines. So always be brave. So I always tell my students who is now really having problems with their mind health, be brave and be creative, but you should be connecting. Okay, so this is the real Filipino, because people there. I got messages from all walks of life that what are you doing right now, Coach Jojo? I'm still using my online. I'm still coaching through online, not face to face anymore, because everyone is afraid of going outside. So I realized that this will be really. I realized that this online thing will be another job for everyone. Job for me, job for vocal coaches around, job for people who loves to sing, loves to mentor, to coach. And we have to make each other strong. I'm a Filipino. I believe that we are like this. We are the real Filipino people is innovative, loving, brave, and we are so blessed. So I realized we should also connect, and in the midst of the poverty, this is how we feel, or how we feel the loss in the midst of the poverty, connecting. So I have plenty of friends who's really selling online, different products, different services. So PM is the key. I always see that in my post. PM is the key. Not to be weak. Not to always to do something. Be creative. You have to be working with what is given, and you have to be. I just post something. Don't be ashamed of doing or entering to another job, because that's the support that we can give to our families. even you're not using your present job. Don't be ashamed with that. I have plenty of singers who is not earning right now. So I'm always telling them, I can teach you guys to coach people. I can also give you advice how to overcome these pandemic issues. I have different time zones when I'm teaching online. And I believe that if there's difficulty, there's always an opportunity. It's very hard nowadays, but we have to be brave, but loving. We have to be creative and connecting. If you don't connect, there's no support. So no man is an island. We have to connect and be brave. And we have to keep that passion alive. My passion is to teach. So I have to teach. There's no boredom moments when I'm inside my house with my family because I teach from 1 p.m. till morning. So I sleep around 3 a.m. up to around 10 a.m. following day. So right now, I think every one of us who love our families, who love our God, is the everyday heroes.
All right. Thank you, Sir Jojo, for sharing your
Welcome, Raymond.
adjustment, the adjustment that you did, no? Hindi ka nalimitahan sa lockdown, and also you embraced the new technology, no? Kasi as
Yeah.
musicians, alam mo ako, medyo guilty rin ako dyan. So, as a broadcaster, sanay pupunta kami sa studio, may mga technician doon. Pero now, we have to DIY everything, no? Have to adjust.
Yeah.
But thank God, kahit na yung internet natin ganito, we can still pull up. We are so resilient, mga Filipinos. No?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All
Yes.
right. So, thank you, sir. Ha? Pag
Thank
may
you,
mga
Raymond.
questions
Brother
kayo,
Raymond.
I was trying to share, pero yun, limitasyon. I was trying to share your PowerPoint. Naglalag. I could not show.
It's all right.
They
It's
can
okay.
just search you on Facebook. Ano yung Facebook page mo? Singer Studio.
Studio PH, and my website is jojoacosta.com.
Oh, malalapit ang
Yeah.
mga tinuruan niyan si Sir. Tingnan niyo sa Facebook. International. He has clients all over the world. Meron, ano bang bansa yun, Sir? Nakita ko yung, pati sa PowerPoint.
Hiroshima.
Oh,
Hiroshima.
okay.
Soon coaching in University of Tokyo. And soon to have to launch my Boss Voice in Malaysia, and soon to teach in Korea again with one boy band group soon, and teaching several bands here in abroad.
Okay, yung naturuan din niya yung sa recording din, he's a voice coach sa singing,
Yes.
and also in theater performance.
Theater singing, yes.
Yeah.
Theater performance.
Okay.
And,
so hindi natin na pakita yung pero
It's
for
alright.
more information, si Sir, napaka-friendly, napakadaling kausap. Hanapin niyo lang jojoacosta.com or sa Facebook lang. Search niyo lang siya. Okay,
Thank you very much, Brad Raymond.
stage is heard. And up next, we have another A. Ang kanyang surname, we got yon. Sir, Paulo Almaden. Okay, ito medyo, good morning, sir. Ito, familiar name and face sa independent music scene ng Pilipinas. Yan.
Yeah.
No? Okay. CEO, founder of Bowfinger Records. Ayan,
Yeah.
yung isang recording artist, sir, si Silver Belen.
Yes.
Okay,
Nandyan siya. Nanonood.
Kina Sky Biscott siya nanonood. Kay Rayjen. Siya actually yung designer natin ng mga streamers natin, posters. Si Mark Tucson from Kids Church ng Victory. Okay, watching also. And si Cosme George Almaden Jr. ay, ano mo siya, kapatid?
Father ko, naging guest mo siya before.
Okay, ay, oo, siya yung nagsalita, yung sinamahan niya yung mga banda.
Sa Adobo Jazz.
Is that right?
Yung sa Adobo Jazz.
Sa Adobo Jazz, okay.
Si ano yata, si Ray Bato yata.
Teka muna.
Time na yun.
Ay, oo, si Ray. Sayang wala si Ray ngayon Pero
Okay.
hahabol daw siya. Sayang maganda rin kasi yung kanyang mga turo sa technology. Ayan, si Juan Paulo magpantay pa sa Tiempo, rock and roll. Teka pala, taga Mindanao, nakalimutan ko. Ayan, si Rama Mohammed. Hello, assalamualaikum, good morning, maayong buntag sa inyong tanan dyan sa Mindanao. Yun. Sige, si Sir Paulo naman, we'll be talking about very technical naman ito ngayon. Especially sa atin mga creators, if you are into events, gigs, if you have your own music, your craft, artist, painter, basta creator ka.
Correct.
Ito ang problema paano yung budget natin dyan, sir? Kita yung Pilipino, medyo nahiyain, di ba? We are kind of, timid and shy. Yeah. Ay, sige kahit ano na lang, bahala ka na.
True.
Saka natin pag-usapan yan, ang problema, nasa short change tayo. And we end up broken-hearted.
Exactly.
Totoo ba yan sa marami? Marami ako nakikita nag-download
Ito yung presyong kaibigan, di ba? Yung presyong kaibigan Kailangan natin yan Kailangan natin pag-usapan yung presyong kaibigan. Ano ba yung kaibigan?
Oo, pang ekonomiya. Iba naman yung medyo konting viral pa lang, kumaka-pressure, akala mo mainstream artist.
Yun.
Pero karapatan mo yun.
Correct.
This is a free country, di ba? Ayan, sige sir. Ayan tuturuan tayo, get your notes. So bakit, pwede naman ito panoorin on replay again and again.
True. Malinaw naman.
Also a songwriter. Di ba musical scorer ka rin sa theater, sa film, di ba? Yan. Si Sir Paulo, malupit ang mga talents nito. Pero he has to learn the ropes, di ba? In business. Ayan, meron pa. Bago ka magsalita, flash ko lang yung mga si Susej, Ednad, DRC, at saka si Paulo magpantay ulit. Shoutout naman, Cheryl is also watching. At saka yan, sunod-sunod tuloy. Si Glory Castillo, good morning. All right, so we have to proceed with what we are set to do.
Yan. Okay, so thank you. First of all, thank you, Raymond. Hello din sa friends na nanonood. Hopefully, share nyo to. This is a very, ano ba tong topic na to? Gaya nga ng sabi ng host natin, si Raymond. Very controversial yung pagpipresyo. No? The magic question lagi is how much? So yun yung problema lagi ng mga artists, ng mga creatives when they are asked kung ano ba yung presyo, yung kanilang quote, no? Pengin ng quote, pengin ng cost estimate. Magmula siguro sa tricycle driver hanggang sa atin na nakuha natin yung ugali ng mga Pilipino na bahala na kayo, no? And oftentimes we end up shortchange, gaya nga ng sabi ni Raymond. So may mga kailangan tayo consider when we quote, no? When we do an estimate of our services, no? Cost natin sila. So number one dyan, marami tayong kailangan i-factor in na mga expenses pagdating sa pagko-cost. Ngayon, I will be coming from the perspective of an arranger kasi composer arranger ako. So I get job offers sa mga humihingi ng quote for film score, hihingi ng quote for simpleng papagawa lang ng backing track, -1s, from mga maliliit na projects to commercials, advertisements, mga biglaang trabaho lang. So, nandun na yung tanong na magkano. Okay, so for example, I know a friend, shout out din kay Santi. So si Santi is also into making parang mga jingles, mga ganon. So recently, may mga trabaho rin siya mga tinatanggap. So, yun, marami pa sa atin mga tawag ng mga music producers. Ang setup ganito. So, meron kayong services, tapos merong lalapit sa inyo, magre-respond dun sa advertisement nyo or dun sa offer ninyo. So, let's say, paggawa ng jingle, nagiging palaisipan lagi kung paano natin pepresyon. 5,000 ba? Sounds like a good number. 5,000 pwede na. 7,000 ba? 10,000 ba? 'Di ba? 11,000 ba? O, teka, medyo malaking company. Gawin ko ng 50. Some point, you don't really know where you're coming from. Hindi mo alam kung saan mo kinukuha yung numbers na yon. Does that number really work for you? Does it really work for the skills? Does it really work for the time? Medyo napakalayo nung parang puro lahat hula. Huhulaan mo lang. Siguro 5,000 okay na kasi madali lang. 4 na instrumento lang. Piano, bass, drum, guitar lang. Madali lang. Tapos papakinggan mo yung kanta. Parang madali ko lang gagawin to. Siguro, petics ako mga 1 araw, 2 araw. O sige sir, 5,000 na lang. No? Tapos medyo gusto mo, ay teka, may bibilin pala ako, gusto ko. Sige, sir, pwede ba 7,000? So, paano natin malalaman kung enough yun? Kung lugi ka, kung nabayaran yung talent mo, and nagbayad ba ng bills, no? Okay, so I have here, gumawa ako ng maliit na Excel form just to show you kung paano ba yung, paano ko siya tinitingnan, paano ko bini-breakdown yung pagbibigay ko ng presyo every time na hinihingan ako ng quote ng kliyente ko. So, it's your choice kung gusto niyo maging ganito ka-detalyado, pero at least you have a picture of, lugi ba ako? Or tama ba yung presyo ko? And it should give you confidence. Kasi pag tinanong ka, magkano presyo mo? Right off the bat, pwede mo namang sabihin, or hindi mo right off the bat, pero ibig sabihin, pwede mo namang, you can take your time to compute. Huwag kayong mahiya na sabihin na, I'll get back to you. Babalikan kita, I'll get back to you on the rate, I'll just assess yung scope ng gagawin kong produkto. That is the safest answer that you can give to a client. Hindi yung pag tinaka magkano ba to, tapos give me, 2 minutes pa, parang okay lang naman, sige, 10,000. Not like that. Kailangan, bigyan mo, ipakita mo naman na pinag-aaralan mo. No? So, how can you be confident na tama yung presyo mo? Kasi, many times, kaya ako, yung pinagagaling ko is, ang daming beses na from before na iniisip ko lagi, yung term na, i-invest ko to para sa investment ko yan, kaya ang baba ng presyong binigay ko. Tapos hindi ka masaya habang ginagawa mo siya, habang nire-record mo, hindi ka masaya kasi binigay mo ng 2,500, tapos yung effort mo, 1 linggo mong ginawa. No, exaggeration. Pero ibig sabihin, don't settle for a price that you will not be happy with. Now, technically, I will show you something. I created this breakdown, tapos pag-usapan natin. Sharing screen is easy to monitor. Okay. Share screen. Okay. Tama ba itong ginawa ko? Here we go. Okay. Sharing this tab to StreamYard. Okay. So here we go. If you will see here, finactor in ko yung mga gagamitin natin to produce the project. Etong scenario na to, guys, kunwari lang tinawag kayo for a jingle. Okay? Hindi ko alam kung nakikita nyo ako, pero itatype ko na lang yung mga keywords ha. Kunwari, we are working on a jingle, no? So let's say, okay, title natin para masaya. Oops. Okay. So let's say ito, gawin natin ganito, no? Let's say kliyente mo ay isang ad agency. Sir, paggawa naman ako ng jingle. Sir, paggawa naman ako ng jingle for Okay, hindi siya makita. Anyway, so sir, paggawa ko ng jingle for this client. Okay, sige. Magkano napakinggan mo yung song and sige, kaya. Magkano ba yung electricity mo every month, no? Sabihin natin average electricity mo is 4,000 pesos a month. That's your electricity per month. Later ko na pag-uusapan to, okay? So this is your electricity per month. Equipment, what is WNT? Wear and tear. Magkano mo binili yung equipment mo para magawa mo yung project na yon? Ano yung involved na equipment? Okay, so tatype ko lang dito equipment involved in the project that you will undertake. So let's say kailangan ko dito medyo orchestral to. So bumili ako ng So kailangan mo syempre ng computer. Kailangan mo syempre ng live guitar. Kailangan ko dito ng yung audio interface ko. Audio interface kasi magre-record ako ng live guitars. Bumili ako ng speakers. So yung monitor speakers ko. Why are we factoring all this? Kasalanan ba ng kliyente mo kung binili mo to? Yes and no. Kasi this is your tools of the trade, this is your investment. Pero, yung paggawa mo ng project niya, nababawasan yung value ng mga equipment na to. The value of the equipment, it's being devaluated because of the wear and tear. Because eventually you'll have to buy a new computer. Eventually, you'll have to buy a new guitar, a new audio interface, a new monitor speaker, and the list goes on. So let's say these are the main things that will be involved. Let's say rough total na lang Let's say rough total nito is 120K. I'm just throwing in numbers, guys. Nagbabato lang ako ng numbers dito. So, let's say 120K equipment mo. Let's say next year gusto mong bumili ng bagong equipment. So you have to charge that to the clients that you're working on. Because sila yung dahilan kung bakit mo kailangan bumili ng bagong equipment. How much is your internet every month? So sabihin natin 1.5 na fiber ka. Kasi yung rent mo dun sa lugar na ginagamit mo, let's say may maliit kang studio na nire-rent mo for, or nasa bahay ka, you're renting your condominium ko na, let's say 15,000, fair enough, pesos. Softwares, kailangan ko ng dito, kailangan ko ng software. Ano ba yung mga software na involved? Kailangan niya ng mga gandang brushes dito. So let's say bumili ka ng Cine Brass which is worth 25,000 pesos. Let's say bumili ka ng ganito, whatever. Kailangan mong involved na software which eventually you have to purchase or update later on. Let's say lagay mo na lang yan sa 50,000. Hindi biro yung mga software. Bumibili tayo ng Pro Tools, subscription, bumibili tayo ng mga licensed software. No? At saka mga ideally dapat license. If you don't have licensed software, alam ko tabu yung topic na yan and we should advise against it. So as much as you can, please purchase as soon as you're able. Kaya nga tayo kailangan magpresyo ng tama para maging tama din yung process tama din yung proseso natin ng paggawa ng project. So skill, man hours, we'll talk about this now. Okay. Ganito. Sa nakikita nyo pa lang ngayon, wag muna yung skill man hours sige, lagay natin. Magkano gusto mong bayad sa'yo per day? How much does an average, ano ba yung minimum wage? Or sabihin natin, yung normal na empleyado, sabihin natin kumikita ng 1,000 pesos a day. Yung mga normal na empleyado na yon, they are paid 1,000 pesos a day because they have a skill. Let's say, may skill sila sa ganitong field. They have a skill in computers. They are IT graduates. So yung pinag-aralan nila, binabayaran yun dahil ginagawa nila yung servisyo nila because of their skill. So what is your skill? Your skill is being a musician. How many hours did you put into being a musician, being an arranger? How much hours did you put to learn this skill? So you have to put your man hours. Magkano bayad sa'yo per day dahil kaya mong gawin ito? So let's say presyon mo sarili mo ng 2,000 per day. Yan yung presyo ko sa sarili ko kasi yan yung skill ko. Bakit? Hindi ka naman tinawag para di ba usually I will stop screen sharing for a bit. So, ang problema, yung mga clients natin, sometimes they will say, 5,000 yung 5,000 tas 2 minutes ka lang, 3 minutes ka lang tutugtog. Kasi kinuha ko sa live, no? Live gig. Kanta ka nga ng 2 kanta na tig 3 minutes. Magkano ang rate mo? Sabihin mo, sige, since labasan yan, I will go for 5,000. So sabihin ng kliyente mo, 6 minutes lang yun na tinugtog mo, 5,000 na. But the question is, do you know how much effort was put into that? Hindi naman ka tinawag ng kliyente para magbuhat ng bato for 6 minutes, which you don't need any skill at all. You just need to have power. Pero the skill is you rehearse for hours. You rehearse for hours, sinipra mo yung kanta, you bought your instrument, you used your electricity to prepare, you plug in your amplifier, hindi na mahal yung mga gamit na yun. So, huwag kayong mahiya mag-pressure. Going back. Share screen again. Parang kulang na ako sa time pero konti na lang po ito, sir. Okay, so meron tayong man hours na tinatawag. So skills, no? So as it is, nakikita nyo kaagad dito guys, kita nyo to, 3,155. That is just for your expenses, no? And your man hours. And guys, this is daily. Isang araw pa lang yan. Now, how do this is from me ha, how do I compute? Sasabihin ko, I will put it like this. I will work on a song 1 minute per day. Bakit 1 minute per day? Ganun ba kabagal or ganun ba kabilis siya gawin? There's no saying kung gaano. Pero I just want to put it that way. That's how I work. Kasi minsan may mga part na complex. Sometimes when you do, you have to factor in yung complexity ng mga ibang parts. We have to factor in yung creative juices. Diba? Hindi naman tayo nagpo-produce lang ng siopaw. We are creating from our creativity ginagamit. We're using our brain and our mood. Everything is, yun ang investment natin. So, you have to factor that in. So, running time ng isang kanta. Let's say, ano ba tong jingle na to? Ilang minutes po yan, sir? Kunenta mo, 3.5 minutes. Wala. There is your net estimate. Sir, now you can confidently say, sir, tatrabahoin ko yan for 11,000. Okay? So, yun tatrabahoin mo pa lang. Wala ka pang mga fixed cost. Ano yung fixed cost? Kailangan ba nito ng live musician? Kailangan ba ng studio time? Let's say, guys, hindi nyo finactor in yan. 11K nag-quote ka. Tapos hahanapan ka ng live musician, hahanapan ka ng live vocals, hanapan ka, ba't hindi naka-mix and master? Tuunasan yung notation nito. Boom! Tapos kaagad ang 11K mo. So, you end up crying. So, ganito. Session musician, sir, parang kailangan ng live guitar nito. Gusto nyo ba ako mag-record or gusto nyo somebody na professional talaga, na yung session guitarist talaga? O sige, gusto ko si ganito. Okay, gusto ko si Jano ang tumira niyan. Shout out kay Jano. And yun, maraming mga galing na gitarista, JJ Acosta, kung sino pa. Okay, so gusto ko si Cesar Aguas. Okay, let's say, magkano yung si ganitong gitarista, not name names. Okay, so sabihin natin 3.5 per session niya, per hour, o per track dati, no? So that's, yung unit is isa. Or, yun, isang tao lang. Okay, studio time, how much studio time does he need? No? Okay, so kailangan natin kunwari ng 2 hours for that. Magkano yung presyo ng studio? 1,000 per hour. So 2 hours for that. And then mixing, mastering, is 1,000 pesos din. Sasabihin ng mixing engineer mo, kailangan ko ng 2 hours. Transcription notation, sige sir, hindi na kailangan, sabihin sa'yo. So this is your gross estimate to produce that kind of project. 18,000. So at least you know that you're coming from something, that you're not just making up a number, and you've computed for all possible expenses para hindi ka talo. So let's say hindi naman kailangan ng mga to, well then you can quote 11K, wala kang talo. Okay, what is royalty? Bakit ito naka italics? Kasi royalty, let's say, saan po ba gagamitin yung jingle? Uy, gagamitin namin yan sa TV, it will run for 6 months. Guys, pag nakakuha kayo ng mga na maghihingi sa inyo ng mga advertising agency, they will usually tell you saan gagamitin, gano'ng katagal. So, royalty, you have to factor in royalty. No? Kasi, yung gawa ko yan, gagamitin yan for 6 months. Imaginein mo, 6 months kang walang trabaho kasi 6 months na ginagamit yung ano mo, yung output. So that means no job for you. Kasi 6 months yun, tatagal ng ganon. No? So you need royalty for that because they're publicly displaying or they're earning from what you made, no? So royalty, you can just pitch in number. Ito, medyo tricky itong part na to. This is slippery slope. But yun, I would just base it on your merong mga prevailing na mga na mga rates na nandun lang sila for a reason, no? So let's say TV is a 50K gagamitin sa TV. So, hindi ka maiya magsabi sa ad agency, ayan, for a 3-minuter, I will charge you 68,000 to factor in everything. Pero kung hindi, tropa lang, gagamitin lang sa school, yan, 18K, sir. Ay, masyadong mahal. O sige, wag tayo mag-live guitar, wag tayo mag-studio, pag tayo hindi ka na mix and master, 11K, bigay ko sa'yo. Alright? So, medyo bibilisan ko na. Pwede kong i-share sa inyo tong worksheet na to. Sabihin ng kliyente mo, bro, hindi naman sa tinatawaran kita, I need a discount. Hindi ko kaya. Budget ko lang is ganito. Okay, sige, I'll give you a discount. When you give a discount, don't give a discount out of nowhere, out of the blue na. O sige, naisip ko lang, bigay ko na lang sa inyo ng 5K. Okay? So, let's say ganito. Wag na wag kang bababa dito sa iyong expenses. No? So, ang total expenses mo is 3,115. Ibig sabihin niya, hindi mo na nababayaran yan. So, let's say you will give a discount. Let's say 3,000 na discount. O sige, 8K na lang pare. Bigyan kita ng 3K na discount. So, what is the science behind your discount? So, you treat your discount as an investment. Your discount is an investment para you secure the next project with that person. You don't just give a discount out of wala lang. You give a discount under may conditions. O sige, pre, bigyan kita ng discount, pero yung next project mo, i-assure mo ako na bibigay mo din sa akin. O sige, next project mo, or hindi naman kailangan verbal, pero you know na ganun yung ibig sabihin nun. So, pare, bibigyan kita ng discount, 8K lang ngayon, pero next project natin, will go back to 11. So, ang discount mo, nag-invest ka ng 3,000 para para mabigyan ka ng project na worth 11,000. Magkano ang ROI mo out of that investment? You earned 8,000. So I think that's pretty straightforward accounting kung paano mo dapat tinitingnan yan. So that's how you give a discount. You don't give a discount just because 8,000. So 3,000 na lang fee ko pare. Diba? Pero yun, nag-invest ka na 8,000 pero ang liit ng kinita mo. Diba? So dapat huwag kang masyadong bigay ng malaking discount. Okay. Going back. Stop screen share. Yun. So, medyo nagmamadali na, sorry. Sobrang haba. I-share ko na lang yung worksheet na yon. Pero that's how you can confidently tell your clients or quote your clients because you're coming from a solid fact-based accounting of what you're spending to produce their project. So, marami hindi lang for arrangement, maski yung mga labasan, gig, online gig, tutoring, dapat you factor in that's kahit mga editing, dapat that's how you account for your expenses. Wag na wag mong sorry sir, last na lang, no. I just need to show them this one. Important. Sa mga newbies, newbie ako pwede bang 3,000 na lang? Kasi newbie lang naman ako. Kahit na sabihin natin zero skill ka, guys, you still have to spend 4,000 for your expenses. So wag mong sabihing zero skill ka, ayaw mong bayaran sarili mo kasi nahihiya ka. You still have to pay 4,000. So sa project na to, sa tingin mo, bababa ka ng 4,000. Diba? So ibig sabihin, that's the lowest low. 4,000 for that project. Kasi you have to pay for electricity and all. Otherwise, wag mo nang gawin. Hindi mo na nga binayaran sarili mo, nag-abono ka pa. Diba? So we don't want it to happen. So in a project like that, kung ayaw mo bayaran sarili mo, at least bayaran mo yung kuryente. Bayaran mo yung equipment na pinagbibili mo. Unless gusto mo talagang palugi yung negosyo mo. So I think that's it for me today. I'll share more pag ano.
All right, thank you, Paulo. Very enlightening.
Yeah.
Galing ng PowerPoint. Paano mo share yan, bro? How will you
Ano ko,
share?
pwede ko i-share sa page ng yung file, upload
Ayan,
natin.
upload it. Yeah, galing, galing. Kasi kailangan talaga, we have to factor in everything, no?
Yes.
Hindi
Otherwise,
pwedeng for passion, etc. That's why a lot of our artists are burned out. Kasi okay tayo, ang ganda ng gig, ang ganda ng promotion, ganun, free, especially pag indie, di ba?
true.
Then, when we get home, tapos papagalitan tayo or parents natin, ano ba naman yan? Nothing is happening with your career. What's happening with your career? Ano yan? 5 years ka ng ganyan, di ba?
Correct, correct.
Pwede naman kasi dahil hindi naman lahat nagkiklik o nag-hit. Para kung hindi, you can sustain it through this strategy.
Yes.
Kasi tama yun, sir. We should consider it as a parang business lang, give and take. No? Hindi naman overpricing, pero hindi naman short change.
Correct, correct.
Ang galing, sir. Ang galing. Very good. Marami ang tutunan din dyan, ha? Kasi I was an indie artist din before. Tapos, minsan kahit sa hosting and also in our radio spots, no? Sometimes we have a lot of problem pricing. Kasi uso sa Pilipinas yung yung bagsakan ng presyo. Sometimes
Live na tinatawag.
sometimes you don't have to go that low. Hayaan mo sila, di ba? You have to protect your own.
True.
Yeah. All right, thank you. So we'll be having our next guest is from the US. Actually, it's already almost midnight sa kanila. So I see him in the backstage, virtual backstage that is, na nagko-coffee. So without further ado, mamaya tayo makikipag-usap ulit sa kanila. So sa mga na gustong magtanong, please do so. Okay, meron lang muna pala ako mga comments dito ipa-flash because some of these are for Paulo. Ayan, nice one, Paulo. Ayan, si McCoy. Okay, tapos, ayan, Usay. Ayan, mga indie artists, okay? Kahit naglalag, nakapag-post ng comments. Ayan, informative. Totoo yan, laking tulong. I appreciate that. And for those na hindi nakaabot dyan, you can watch it anytime sa ating mga Facebook pages. Okay, so ready na si Jem. Pina-flash ko na lang din yung mga hindi pa na-flash ko yung mga greetings. Yan. Good morning from Laguna. Okay, so hello, Jem. Okay, teka lang. Hide this. Okay, bro. Paula, we'll be going back with you again. Ayan, Jim, hello.
Hello, sir.
Good evening there. Good morning here.
Good evening.
Before we proceed, I just saw some other artists watching. Sila MJV Cruz from Sentido. And, okay. Sige, that's it. All right, so, because I couldn't find the others. Anyway, we got here an international speaker. He was trained from, John Maxwell Group. Is that right, diba? That's where I met you. You were very active in the John Maxwell leadership group, and I was an avid follower of John Maxwell. That's where we became online friends at first. Then we had so many mutual friends like Lainey and the Queenleys,
Yeah.
Okay,
And
for the first time, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said I think we actually got introduced when I did a mission trip to Thailand originally. So that was in 2008, I
was
think.
that okay? The UCB forum, the
Mhm.
UCB forum in Thailand, right? Okay, because there were too many white people I met there, so I got confused.
So,
All right, so you're a good friend of the Queenleys, our founder for Edge, the Edge Media. All
Yep.
right. So also he is, well, you saw his background, but for those who did not see it, okay, in our posts, he is a motivational speaker, an entrepreneur, and he is also, well, without further ado, so you can actually, I don't want to steal your words, okay, bro? Thank you for really staying up late. It's already almost midnight there. Where in the US are you now?
I'm in Florida.
Oh, Florida.
Yep, Florida.
Okay. Good place. Almost similar to the Philippines, right?
Right?
All right. Kind of humid, hot.
Yeah, no, it's hot, but I don't think it's as hot as where you guys are.
Oh yeah, it's also humid here. So sticky, sticky hot.
Hmm.
Okay, so without further ado, we got please welcome, guys. Please welcome Jim Bergen right here on sustainability. Okay, let me see our banners. Let me show the banner. Okay, keeping the passion alive. All right, take it away.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and I appreciate your time. And I just want to have a fireside chat with you for the next probably 10, maybe 15 minutes. Now, I was listening to Coach Jojo, and he had a great thought, like take everything online. And then when with Paulo, it was know your numbers. And I thought that was beautiful because you do need to know your numbers, and we're living in a world where everything is online. So if you want sustainability, if you want to be able to continue with your passion, you got to pay the bills. And if you're going to pay the bills, you've got to do something than just play. Because as a former musician myself, there's a beauty, there's a passion in playing. I was a singer and I was a trumpet player and I loved it. I was out there. It was beautiful. But then you have things like COVID 19 that hits and it shuts down the world. And when chaos comes in, when crisis comes in, and we can't do what we love to do, we're sitting at home afraid that we're going to lose our home. We're afraid that how are we going to eat? How are we going to move forward in all of the stuff that's happening? Because I'm going to tell you, COVID is not the first crisis to ever happen, and it won't be the last. But one thing about the pandemic, which was an awakening, a wake up call that has said we need to think differently than just doing the thing we're passionate about. We need to think a little differently and say, how can I sustain my income, my life, when I can't do the thing that I was trained to do in the way I was trained to do it? And so, for the next few minutes, I want to talk to you about that, about how you think about something. And then I'm going to give you some strategies and some tips on actually what to start doing. Because I want to add the most value to you, because as a Christ-centered entrepreneur who is speaking to Christ-centered entrepreneurs and individuals, I want to add value that says you can go out and do these things even tonight or today where you are, because it's tonight where I'm at. You can start today and start building what we call a multiple stream of income. So when you can't do your main source of income, you can start doing or still getting paid to do something else. And so, with that being said, my challenge and my encouragement to you, first and foremost, is to start thinking like an entrepreneur. Start thinking like a business person and start asking yourself, what am I going to do if a crisis like this happens? Or even, what am I going to do if I get sick? If you're a musician and you're sick, you don't play, you don't eat. And if you don't play, you don't get your house paid for. And I know what that's like, maybe not on a level that you have experienced, but I know in my world where I'm at, I know what it's like to be afraid of not knowing if tomorrow is going to come and you're going to be homeless. I know what it's like to be like, man, am I going to eat today? And having that fear, especially when you have kids and a wife. I have 2 kids, 2 daughters, and a wife. So let's talk about that first, the mindset. How you think about your business determines the level of growth in your business, right? So if I'm just somebody who wants to play, then that's all this will ever be. And that's all it will ever be, is somebody who plays, and you may be good, but when all things happen and life slows down or life stops and you don't have the opportunity to play, what happens? So we got to think about this multiple stream of income. How can I take what I'm passionate about and make multiple avenues for people to purchase from me, to hire me, or to do something in between that's going to continue the stream of income that God is blessing me with to go further in my career and to help more people? So with that in mind, with that thought process in mind, if I think like a business, then I have to think of what are the key things that I need to move forward as a business, right? So some of the things that I would say, and this is what I share people in some of my coaching programs, is you need to diversify, or this big word, you need to do different things that's going to bring in different types of income. So as musicians, some of the things that you can be doing is having an online course. Well, what would you teach? Well, you could build a course on how to get gigs. If you're in a band, you're booking regular gigs, how do you teach? You could teach somebody how to get gigs and sell that as an online course. You record it one time, you upload it, and then you sell it to people who were in your position years ago, just starting out as a band. Because I will tell you, that is going to come back when the world opens back up, and as it does, it will come back. So if you can teach people how to get gigs, how to get bookings to be able to play, that's one course you can make. Maybe you talk to people about how to actually make money as a band. That could be another course. Or even a third course is how to play an instrument. Because I can tell you, there's a lot of people out there who want to learn how to play. I'm trying to teach myself guitar. If I had somebody who had a course that was really good that would teach me guitar, I would purchase it because that's a love of mine, music, and I want to be able to do that. So the first option, if you're thinking like a business, if you're ready to move beyond just being a musician and being a business person and a musician, then the first thing you can do is you can have a course. You can sell your knowledge, right? I think it was Coach Jojo who said sometimes internet goes in and out. That's why you don't need internet at first to record your course. You would sit down on a platform like this with a web camera, and you would talk to people, show them slides if you had them, show them whatever you need, and you would say, these are the steps that I've taken to get gigs, to get bookings, right? That's what you're sharing your knowledge. Or you have your instrument. This is what a D chord looks like. This is what an A chord. If you share or sell your knowledge, that is your course, right? The second thing you can do, and let me say this, let me back up for a second. You can do that without internet. You can record all of this, and then when your internet is stronger, you upload it, and you don't have to worry about constantly going up and down on the internet because it's online, it's in a website, and people can purchase it and access it, right? The second thing you can do is simply you can teach online music lessons. I think that's what Coach Jojo was doing. He teaches online music throughout the world. Well, guess what? If you can't be live playing, then you got to do a backup. So you do online lessons. That is an incredible opportunity to share your knowledge and your gift 1-to-1, 1-to-4, 1-to-5 online, and each person would pay you to coach them in playing. The third thing you can do is you can actually do a virtual concert. I have a friend, actually I have two friends I think who do this, and they do virtual concerts. My one friend started a Facebook group, and he does worship every single night. He worships, and in the description he says, "Here's my PayPal link. If God moves you, drop a tip." You know, you know how musicians, we leave our buckets out, we do those things. Here's a tip for playing, and he does that virtually, and people will be moved by what he's playing, and they will go to his PayPal link, and they will give him money. Right now, he's been doing this for a while. All of this, let me say this, all of this needs a following, which means people need to follow you regularly and believe in you to be able to do this. So that's why you have to be consistent. He goes there nightly or at least once a week, and he plays for 2 hours, and people will give him donations for his playing. Another thing in with a virtual concert, you can actually host a virtual online concert where you get with a couple other bands, and you're in your Zoom rooms and you're playing together. And what can you do? You can sell tickets to people to join your concert. I have never seen that done, but I'm going to tell you, you could be an innovator and do that. I think the last thing I would say would be a done for you resource, right? Well, what does that mean? Maybe you begin to sell your gift in a way where there are millions of YouTubers out there. Maybe you do background music for their YouTube videos. Maybe you find people who are in the film industry, who are trying to make movies, and you do background music in their movies as well. So there's lots of ways you can do that with a done for you service, or working with you, where I do jingles, background music, and all of this stuff that I can sell later. Maybe you sell a bunch of tracks. Maybe you do a CD, you sell a CD. See, there's a lot of things you can do to make multiple streams of income. Could you imagine a life when you get up to play on stage and you made money to play on stage? People bought your merchandise, people bought your course, and now people are hiring you to one-on-one. So think about this. If I'm thinking like an entrepreneur, number one, that's a course. Number two, that's merchandise. So we didn't even talk about merchandise, but number two, that's merchandise. Number three, that's one-on-one coaching. So you see what I'm getting there? Live event, coaching, one-on-one, background, CDs. There are 5 ways you just got paid from one live performance. And if you can't do the live performance, there's still 4 other ways that you can get paid. So remember, this comes down to thinking about your business as a business and learning to leverage that so that you can create multiple streams of income, so that you're never without some money coming in if one portion of your business fails. Have you ever, you have tables, right? We all have tables. Matter of fact, my computer's sitting on a table as I'm talking to you. And wouldn't it be funny, or wouldn't it be like awful if one of those if this table was on one leg and the table leg fell off, right? What would happen? The table would hit the ground and I would be looking down at the camera, which is now on the ground, or you may see my feet, because the table that was held up by the one leg is no longer there. And that's a lot of the businesses I see. They have one leg, so if something happens, it breaks, the table falls. When you have multiple streams of income, you have a table with multiple legs, so when one leg goes out, you have 4 others to hold that table up. So let me close with this, because it's been an honor to be able to speak with you guys. Think about this. As a business owner, because that's what you're doing, you can make multiple streams of income to create the life that God has gifted you to have. If you would step back, think outside the box, and be willing to move out of your comfort zone to things that you've never probably done before that you can do now. You don't need fancy equipment. You just need a phone or a camera, your instrument, some time, and a little bit of grit. Build your audience, get them to go to the places you hang out online, and introduce them to your new programs, because you're a business owner, and sustainability for creators comes down to multiple streams of income. Guys, thank you so much for letting me hang out with you guys. Love each and every one of you guys, and I'm sure DJ Ray will come on and share some stuff, and I would be happy to answer any questions that come up as well.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. Okay, we got there 5 steps of repurposing. Yeah, you can, that word repurpose, you can do one recording, you can come up with a podcast for that, or many ways. Okay, so thank you so much. And okay, let's bring the boys back. Okay, unfortunately, I don't think Roy Bato can join us. I think he's still out there on the field. But thank you pa rin sa'yo, Roy, for sponsoring our stream here. Okay, so earlier we had here, musicians must be paid fairly for their creativity and skills. Okay,
Yeah.
so how can we, in the Philippines, I don't know if it's also common in the US, but in the Philippines, a lot of musicians and even painters, artists, creators are getting shortchanged, or sometimes if we want to be paid, they say, wow, grabe naman to, hindi pa nga sikat. No, you haven't arrived yet, but still, you want to charge us something with something like that. How can we, uh, especially okay, our businessman here, our musician businessman with the numbers, musicians must should be paid fairly for the creativity. So how can we effectively price ourselves, because it's difficult to overprice and it's also difficult to underprice. So how do we arrive at the balance? Well, of course, representing our own skill, especially if we are solo, like Jojo, a voice coach, like Jim, also a musician and leader, and Paolo, also musician. So who wants to go? Put in your take for that first. Siguro alphabetical ulit. Jojo,
Oh, I'm
Paolo,
sorry.
then Jim. Okay.
So,
Yes, yes.
all right. Well, one of the things is that
Okay, okay, Jim. Okay, go.
I'm sorry. I was just figuring you said whoever wants to go.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Yes, that's
Okay.
right. Internet here is so delayed.
So, oh, there you go.
Okay,
There you go.
go
I
ahead, bro.
flipped, I guess. I think one of the things is to have a standard and make sure that when you have your standard that you stay in that standard. And a lot of times what we do based on how insecure we are, we'll drop that standard.
Right.
And if we could stay that line and say, I have this standard, either you come up to this standard or we can't work together, having that character, you're going to have better clientele who are going to work with you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents start. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Okay, yeah.
that's a good point that Jim brought up. It's actually, yeah, that's right. Putting a standard like they're um, keeping that standard, and we should not be afraid to say no to clients.
Yes.
If you can't say no to a client, then it means that you're stepping over your standard, which is that standard. Of course, you need to back up that standard with um, a lot of considerations. So before you come up with the standard, think about what makes up your standard, what is your code,
Right.
when to say no, draw the line, when to say no. So and stick to it, because once you don't, if you don't learn to say no, then you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, Jojo.
Yes, that's
Yes.
true. When you're talking about standard, one parent just asked me, can we, can I have a discount? 50% discount of that vocal coaching? Oh my God. No, so I'm telling them that if that 50% is all about, you're asking me for 50%, I can also cut the time. I can also cut the time. My usual time is 45 minutes one-on-one. So I just told the parent, oh, if you're cutting me for 50%, I can only give you 20 minutes if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's rated. Yeah. Okay.
Since
Fair enough.
since I'm a customized voice teacher, I can also customize the rate.
Oh,
Yes, you can.
well, actually, that's one advantage if you're an entrepreneur. You own your business, or like a solopreneur. You
Yeah.
get to decide. Okay, so I have a question, a follow up question for that. How do you know that you are already you have the right already to you reach that point where you can at least get paid for maybe your skill. I'm talking about your skill level, your brand. How do you know that you already reached that point? Because there's a skill level. Of course, we cannot overcharge, overrate ourselves. So our credentials,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? When do you know that? Because it's kind of tricky at that point.
Yeah. I guess I'll go first. So I think you have to really put in a lot of time to invest in your skill.
Yeah.
And when it's just like going to school for learning IT. It was my example or illustration earlier in my in the webinar. So you put in a lot of time, effort, and it's really it's really hard to tell whether you're really that good or how good you are.
Yes.
But if you did put in effort and time and you're being hired for that, don't be afraid to say how much it costs, at least to cover for your expenses and for
Yeah.
your for the time that you put in for that work.
Yeah.
And then the clients will later on some of my clients in my experience, they're the ones who are actually offering they're giving you a job offer. Sometimes you get surprised with the rate. It's because I think they're also in good faith working with you, telling you that you're already worth this much. So it's really nice to have that
Good,
uh,
good.
Yeah.
that feeling.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coach
So
Jojo, do you want to
yeah.
say something?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Go ahead,
Sure.
sir.
And it's better also to have a simple what you call this website for that for people
Hmm.
who wants your services so that they can check who you are. Then of course parents is asking me always the time, why is it that that is your price? I'm 35 years in coaching. So maybe that's one good revelation that I committed many mistakes, and
Yeah.
your
Listen,
son and daughter is now receiving no mistakes.
Right.
Right, exactly.
There you go. So,
yeah, season. Yeah, yeah, Jim.
um, I love what these guys are saying, and they're full of so much wisdom. Both you, Paulo, Jojo, you got so much wisdom.
you, thank you, Jim.
And I think to add to that, I would also say, listen, you can determine based on your results.
Right,
Do
Yes,
you get the results that you promised?
yeah,
So if you're a musician, did they have a good time?
right.
I mean, if you get in there and you suck,
Right.
then you may not want to charge a
yeah,
lot of money for your inability to play.
yeah,
If you're a coach and they get the, whether a music coach or whatever coach, and they get the result you promised, and you're
yeah,
doing that over and over with people,
yes,
you can start to charge more because listen, my process works.
Exactly.
yes,
And you can
That's like
show
a
that
good
to them.
indicator, right?
right,
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
right. You know the result. That's right. Okay, so if you're overpricing or not, or if you're worth
yeah,
it or not. Okay, excuse me for a moment. Let me flash in. Okay, a message here, a comment. Good suggestions to expanding income sources by teaching, coaching, performing using internet. Thank you for the inputs. All right, sabi din ni. Thank you. And also, I just forgot, I also posted some in our, I also started a watch party in some groups. Noel Bernaldo said, Paulo Almaden is in the house. Nice topic. And also, Lake Jimenez, Hi Coach Jojo, and Sir Nestor Leideros of Light TV, Zoe Broadcasting. They
hi,
posted comments on the watch party, man. Okay? It's so hard to do everything on my own. Only got one screen. That's why I think double screen is really good. My
Yeah.
10-year-old grandson suggested, why don't you buy another screen and
Yeah.
you can do double screen. 10-year-olds now are really really so high tech. So okay, since there are no questions here, I let me ask you guys, how can you, because this is also another problem of many artists now, how to brand and market yourself. Sometimes we have artists do so, especially the Filipinos. But I just remembered, I totally agree to that wisdom of learning to say no. We cannot afford to say yes to everybody to offer
Right.
this, but soon enough we'll be overlapping all schedules, and we cannot get anything done, and our integrity will be affected. So the question is, how do you brand yourself? Like in a proper branding, not sometimes people are confused. Are you what genre are you into, or what are you really? So who can go first, and also how to market themselves properly, especially now everybody can do it, because social media and online is the great equalizer. Major record labels and companies, we can go side by side with them. Of course, they have budget for boosting, but if you have a good enough creation or brand or material, we can go side by side with them. That's
Right.
how actually they now look out for future hit makers. They check out our algorithm, our
Yeah.
reach, our
Right.
followers, right? Okay, so yeah, who goes first? Raise your hand.
Uh, Jim goes first.
All right. I'll go first. And so
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. I don't mind. Well, there's two major things you asked: branding, marketing. Although marketing's part of your branding, branding is about showing the world who you are and what your
Yeah.
message is. Okay? Branding is more than just your colors and your band name and your website. Although you need all of that, you have to stand for something. And you have to continually talk about that something, whether it be for Jesus or maybe you're anti-establishment, whatever you stand for, you have to allow that to be your one message that constantly gets out. Because if you have multiple messages, then guess what? You're confusing your audience and nobody knows what you're trying to say.
Right.
And if nobody knows what they try to say, then guess what? An audience that's confused is an audience that isn't following you. But if you stay to one message and say, this is who I am, this is what I stand for, and then this is all the colors and all that goes with that, people, every time people come and see you, they're like, I can follow him. I know what they stand for. I mean, you see that with, like, if I was to show you the Pepsi symbol, you see the symbol and you know the brand. Why? Because they've spent a lot of time with a message. If I talk about Coke, the soda, at least here, I don't know if they have the commercials over there, but at least here in the Americas, it's all about friendship and it's about the polar bears and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
They're branding themselves around, hey, have a Coke, let's share, let's have friends. You see what I'm saying? So we have to have a message, and that message has to be consistent and shared everywhere we go. So before I go to marketing, gentlemen, would you like to say anything on branding? Because I think these are two separate conversations.
Correct, correct.
I think I'd like to touch on Raymond's point earlier about some artists are confused with what they really want to do or what genre or whatnot. Say in a lot of cases, some budding artists, say young people, where a lot of your audiences are right now, they really don't know whether they want to be a filmmaker, they want to be a musician, they want to be a rap artist. They want to be a
Right.
composer. What a guitar hero or what. So it's really yeah, right. Jim is right. Don't confuse your audience. But before you get there, I think you really have to first identify yourself. You have to really realize what you really want to do and focus in instead of doing a lot of things and not really accomplishing anything. So first you have to really understand what you really want
Yep.
and identify yourself with
Yeah.
surround yourself with people who are gonna help you grow into that artist that you want to be, and then you can start branding yourself from there.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yes. For me, uh, for me, I always say this to my students. Naturalness is the success of any singer. Okay. So when you say naturalness, this is also how I teach my naturalness. So if I'm always telling this to my parents, what makes you different from other vocal coaches? So I always tell them, I'm a father. I'm also a friend, and at the same time, I will make your daughter and son happy while having a session with me. So that makes the parents, oh, so when you say customize, so that's why when I will show you my logo, there's a note bended a little, tilted right, because that represents I can bend all the conventional teachings so that I can adjust to all students I have. There was a time I had a student. She's crying. She's crying because she always asking me, Coach, I don't like singing. Oh, what? Why are you here? Because my parents overheard my passion. So what's your passion? Swimming, not singing. So when I ask him, so what will I do to make you stay and sing? Oh, I love basketball. So if you love basketball, if I will create a basketball court here inside my room, are you singing with me? Yes. So that's customized. So that's another branding. So I can customize, I can bend, I can naturally enjoy with my students while teaching. So that's my branding in the market. What makes you happy while I'm with you, while absorbing all those sharings.
Yeah, that's what differentiates you from the other coaches, right? So about marketing, but before we do, we have another question in the Facebook Live page. Yeah, in the stream. But you have to answer first the marketing side. We got two comments coming up. Okay, Jim again for the marketing side. You can go first.
All right. So, well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the honor. So marketing is all about problem solution, right? It really comes down. If I'm going to market myself to a big audience, problem, solution. Here's your problem. I have your solution. And you have to stand out. So when you're doing video, when you're doing any of this, it's to entertain, it's to inform, it's to educate, it's to motivate. You know, those are basically the four types of videos that you're going to do. So in that thing, if somebody has a problem, they're bored. Okay. Everybody is bored in the house right now. Well, you have a solution. You may be a comic, an artist who maybe wants to draw freehand in front of a camera while people watch. Maybe you're a musician who will play for people. You can do videos that entertain, that draw that audience in. Because again, I'm huge on video marketing. Like I have a YouTube channel that I'm restarting. I love video. What that does is it draws people in, gets them to know you, and if they know you, they share you. Now, this is all organic marketing. You can market through boosting ads and Facebook ads, but I'm just talking organic. And the best way to market yourself in context of your brand is to keep getting out there, create the videos that are unique to you, but it's always problem solution. What problem does your audience have, and what solution are you offering? Because that gets your name known, that says, here, this guy's known for this, and they always come back to you for this thing.
Right.
All right. Okay, that's very good. Yeah. All right.
So yeah, in relation to that, I just remember I had the question when I was younger. I always asked I asked my dad, why are there, why are these auto shops all in one place? Why are these food shops all in one place? I mean, how can they earn if they have so much competition? And then from drawing from that experience, I realized that these guys, they group together is because to tell people that if I want to eat, I'll go here. I don't go elsewhere. If I want my car fixed, I'll go in this street. I don't need to. I have everything there. So it means in relation to that, you have to get out there. You have to be
Yeah.
identified with the people who are doing the same thing. Like what you can't just stay in your bedroom and compose and never get your stuff out there. You need to get your stuff out there and group with the guys who are selling the same thing or marketing. That's how you market. The first thing before you even sell, you have to be at the right place where to sell it. So
Yeah.
join the groups, network yourself with other. If you're a guitar player, you network yourself with other guitar players. If you're a
Mhm.
composer, network with composers. Be with them and be identified with them.
Always. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Okay, how about Jojo, marketing?
Marketing. I always say this to my kids, to my friends. Always focus. Focus on the task that you're doing. It's not all about many things. Uh, there was a time we put up an advertising company selling selling calling cards, selling party needs, selling letterheads, selling everything about advertising. So I felt that if you're not focused on on your particular task, that you're really good with that task, maybe they will not go to you, and they will not trust you and believe you. So for me, in my 30 to 35 years in my coaching, they realized that this guy, through word of mouth, is having a very good sessions with his students, because he's really happy, and the result is really working out. So the word of mouth, through
Okay.
through those tasks, or through those results that I made through the years, is my marketing. And through these social media networks, through photos, I believe that photos will prove that I'm really old with this coaching, because I can make throwbacks, so that people will say, oh, it's old in that industry, so maybe
Mm.
he's used to it already. And of course, I'm
Mm.
still willing with I'm always telling this with my students. I'm willing to learn with my students.
Okay, that's
So
great.
that's also a good marketing. If I commit mistake, oh, sorry, I'll check it out. I'll
Mm.
develop
Of
that soon
course.
for you.
Yes. Yes,
So
of
it's the
course,
word
no?
of it's the word of mouth,
Organic, no? Endorsement.
organic
It's
Yep.
almost
endorsement.
similar. The three of you almost similar. Said the same thing.
Hmm.
Organically, you cannot go organic without credibility, without word of mouth, and you have
Yeah.
to be with the community, right? So, okay, we got here Nolly saying, love the immediate clarification to Coke, a soda. It could go branding the other way. All right. Okay. Okay, we have a question here. Okay, from Juan Paulo Magpantay Pasachempo. Should we treat a discounted price as a full paid job? Example, should we accept the same treatment from clients who pay the regular price versus the discounted price?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
sige. So who will go first?
Who
Okay,
said
go
who,
Jim.
who'd you say to go
Yeah.
first? I didn't hear you.
Okay, go.
Oh,
Jim.
okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, again, thank you for this honor of being able to speak to this. Number one, nobody ever has the right to treat you less than.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. Nobody has the right to treat you less than. No matter what they pay you, they do not have the right to treat you less than.
right.
And you have to have that. You have to keep that. Listen, I'll give people money back if you want to treat me like junk.
Exactly.
I, no. Again, standard. You
Right.
cannot treat me like this. This is not
Yeah.
how I roll, and I won't work with people like that.
Mhm.
And I'll say this other second part. I don't discount anything. It's a mindset. Okay, this is a
Yeah.
mindset. I don't offer discounts. I reserve the right to charge whatever I want. If you can't afford my rate, I reserve the right to give you a different rate,
Right. Exactly.
or or I will add more value to the rate. I think Coach Jojo mentioned that too. Right. I will add more value to the rate that I already gave to make it easier for you to work with me. But I don't believe in discounts, and I don't believe in that mindset of discounting anything. Listen, discounts are when you go to the store on clearance day and you try to haggle price.
Right. Right.
You're not haggling price with me.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome point. This actually what I was thinking. That's a mind opener. You don't really do discounts. You can rephrase it and say that I will restructure my proposal for you so that you can afford it, so that it can fit your price. You don't say, yeah, okay, I'll discount you this much. I think it's more professional to say that, okay, if that's your budget, I'll restructure my proposal to fit your budget.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's right. That's right. Okay. So how about Jojo?
Yes. Regarding Sir Paulo's about the restructure. So I just there was an online inquiry. Can you do it for 15 minutes only? So that my price will be like this also. So no, I'm sorry, but my program it's already molded in that 45 minutes. And my price is for this one. You have a different time zone. Supposedly, I'm sleeping right now with my family, but because of that discount will not make me happy. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you know, when you think about this, guys, it's people will always try to bring your prices down.
Yeah.
But listen, let me say it this way. You're gonna want to say to people, how do I say this? You don't need to work with me if you can't honor what I'm doing here. You don't be afraid of that, because we are so oftentimes money driven.
Yeah.
I'm not driving after money. I'm driving after excellence. I'm driving after honoring God. And I'm going to tell you, if you offer value, money follows.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Of course, people know value. People respect
value. Yes.
And you have to respect yourself, right?
Yeah.
But if you allow for a discount, well, you have to live with it. So that's why, like what Paolo said earlier, be careful with giving discounts, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a double-bladed sword. You know, it hurts both ways. It's gonna hurt your client. You know, it's not gonna give them. It's gonna teach them the wrong value. The wrong values, or it's also gonna hurt you. You know, it's discounting
the quality of your craft or your output, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I think if I can add one more thing here, just something that came to my mind. I'm sorry. It's an integrity issue, and here's a way to think about this. If I'm offering my highest tier clients who are going to pay me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to do this, and then I offer the same service to somebody who wants to try to pay me $100, I'm dishonoring my highest tier clients.
Yes.
So you always got to live in that integrity and work through that. And again, I love what Coach Jojo said. You know, adding that value. Listen, my time. This is my program. You know, and same with Paulo. Paulo, we're all on the same page with this one. And I just want to make sure we reiterate that. Add more value. If they can't honor you the value you add, then they're not the client for you.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
So yes, well, it's already almost 11:50, and it's almost midnight there in Florida, right?
Yes, sir. I'm enjoying this.
But too bad, you know. There's so many nuggets, a lot of wisdom coming out from you guys. But we have to wrap up. So I'll just give you each one of you your wrap up for today. So so that they can have the best takeaway. Okay, well said, Sir Jim Burgon says Ed Nagliarci. What a tricky name you have there. Jesus de I don't know. I think so.
I think Israel.
Israel Dan de Jesus. All right, he's from another planet. Thank you. All right, sige, go ahead. Who goes first?
We're gonna throw Coach Jojo out today because
Yeah,
we're gonna give him the honor to go first.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Brother Raymond, for having me. Thank you very much, Brother Jim. Thank you very much, Sir Paulo, for including me to one of the panelists on this particular show. Okay, but for me, this is great an opportunity to give tips around the world that we have to be brave but loving, creative, then connecting, and of course, loving God. Because without God, I am nothing. Thank you very much to all of you guys to
Amen.
this opportunity.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Din. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Paulo.
yeah. Okay. I guess may um, parting for the final say on this
This
words.
for this episode only.
Yeah,
We're coming.
I wanna leave
This
you
is
with this
this is
word.
so cool. What we're doing here, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Say it.
So for the artists who are trying, this is a sustainability. Our team is sustainability. So first of all, artists just hang in there. There are the world of arts has so many doors. Don't limit yourself to just one door that closed. There are many other avenues that you can take your art to, your skill and your passion. Try to be creative. There are a lot of points that came out today on how to, like I love the idea of repurposing. You can, I'll speak in Tagalog for our Filipino friends. Excuse me, Jim. Pwede nating pwede nating gamitin yung technology. We can use technology. Pwede nating gamitin yung iba't ibang mga mga tools, no? I don't know if it was Jim or Jojo. Yung an online concert, you can do that. Um,
Wow, let's do that.
your
Let's do
channel.
that.
Also, coming from an indie label, Spotify is selling like hotcakes. Find your spot. Just find you know, learn about Spotify playlisting. Online is really the game these days, especially now that we're in quarantine. So take the time to learn, and really, there are a lot of stuff. Maraming pwedeng gawin. There are a lot of stuff that you can do.
Amen.
All
Well
right,
said, sir.
Jim.
Well said. And the stuff that I did understand out of Tagalog, well said, sir. I'm learning. I'm a sponge. I love learning. I do. And, first and foremost, it is an honor to be among great men, uh, faithful men who love Jesus. It's an honor to do that. Especially on an international stage. How is this possible to be on an international stage with people, with you guys, right? All over the world, bringing value. And it's just so much gratitude, so much thankfulness for this. If I was going to leave you with any wisdom, any thought, the scripture comes to mind. What does it gain a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul?
Right.
And I say that to say this: prioritize your relationship with Jesus first, and everything else will come to pass. Because you're connected to creativity, you're connected to ideas, you're connected to rest, you're connected to all those things. And if we don't prioritize that relationship first, like if we're workhorses first, relationship second, we'll burn out and we'll quit the things that we love.
Right.
But if we flip that and say, you know what, my first thing is you, Jesus, my second thing is all of us in relationship, and I will be a better creator. I'll be a better musician, and I'll sell more because now I'm genuine, and God has given me favor in areas that I didn't think I had favor in. So that's what I'll leave with you guys.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Very well said, guys. Thank you. It's really very, you know, full of wisdom, and not only wisdom, also a lot of math. We did a lot of math earlier. Okay, this flash on the screen as we wrap up. The pahabol, Jim, pahabol, the last minute comments. Well said, Sir Jim Bergen. Okay, is, oh yeah, Israel de Jesus. Okay. Spelled backwards. Okay. Wait. We got here some more. Thank you, sir. Stay safe. All right. Branding integrity as well. Thank you, Jim, Paulo, Jojo, and DJ Raymond. It's our honor to share this with you, and I'm so honored to have this very, people very seasoned and full of wisdom, full of godly wisdom. Amen. Said, okay, Israel, yeah. Name pa lang, it's very, Israel and de Jesus, what a, it's from Old Testament down to the New Testament, All right. So thank you so much, guys, and stay safe, everyone. By the way, this episode, this Facebook Live is can be watched anytime. On our four Facebook pages, but of course our flagship Facebook page is Edge TV Philippines. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you want to invite anybody or our viewers to some anything that you want to promote, okay. How about Jojo? As we say
Yes,
goodbye,
yes, you can visit
promotion,
my
so I
website.
can, yeah,
You can
website.
visit my website, jojocosta.com. And you can see all the results coming from my hard work.
Okay. So how about Paulo? Anything,
Yeah,
sir? You want to? Yeah.
check out our indie label. Our indie label's Bowfinger Records. We have a Facebook page and we post regular stuff there.
Awesome.
Okay, Jim.
I'm relaunching my YouTube station in 1st of July. I'm getting everything ready. Would
Wow.
love to have some of you guys in relationship with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I can
Sure.
drop that in the group. My YouTube channel is the Everyday Leader, the same as my business
Everyday.
name. Yep. And I can drop it in the Edge group if you want me to drop that. I can drop that link anywhere you want me to.
Yes.
But
Sure.
I
Thank
would
you.
love to stay in relationship with each and every one of you guys because I'm going to be dropping weekly wisdom and knowledge on how to do things that we talked about today.
All right.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right.
And
Thank
it's
you. We're
also
excited about
an
that.
honor with you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Keep safe,
Thank you.
guys. Keep safe, and
Thank you.
don't.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lockdown is just temporary. We get
Yes,
over
yes,
it.
yes.
Okay.
See
Stay
you
safe.
around.
Stay.
See you around. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless.